Hey honeys, it's your girl Michelle and I'm back with another video. If you're new here, please make sure to subscribe, and if you're already a subscriber, please keep supporting. So for today's video, I'm going to talk about how I was first heartbroken. So stay tuned as we also work upon all this. Yeah. So I'm not good at storytelling, but I'll try my best. So don't be like, oh, it's boring. Just endure. Just watch. So I remember, I had my first year at the university. I think I got a boyfriend. I think, and this boyfriend of mine was close to my uncle. So my uncle would be like, I have a friend of mine, he likes you, blah blah. And I was like, since you already know about the story I told you about, like my life at campus, it was not that easy. So one time I was there and I saw him. Like the first time I saw him, I visited my uncle and saw him. Like we connected, really connecting. Like the vibes were high. So something began from there. So from there, I think we began our journey of dating. Like, have you eaten anything? Things like that. So are you okay? If you don't talk to me, I don't feel okay. Like me missing a meal would upset him. Like, you have to eat. Oh, blah blah blah. Like, it was a real relationship. Anyways, at the moment, I was happy. I really was happy at the moment. Then it came to gifts. This guy used to give me gifts, like make me feel like, yeah, he's the one. Like, So I had a friend of mine who would tell me, Michelle, you're really lucky, and I'm like, maybe. So I felt like he was the one at the moment. I know, honey, if you're watching this, don't be upset. But anyways, let's keep continuing. But at the moment, I thought he was the one, but in reality, he wasn't. Things started backfiring. Actually, first, I wouldn't mind. Like I thought he was faithful, because me, going at campus, I didn't expect. Like I knew men would actually cheat, but I didn't expect that from him. And being at campus, my first year from high school, from high school, you're not that old, so he was, or like had compared the university, I had started working already. So to me, I was like a young girl at the university, my first year. So what do you expect with someone who is working and you're just a freshman? You feel like, yeah, I have someone who is working. You're in another level, not like, you know what I'm talking about. So you feel yourself, you be like, wow. Anyways, I was happy because he was always there. That's the reality. No matter what, in everything, I'll never say he did anything wrong. No, he was always there. And when I needed him, he would always be there. Because I remember there are times I used to come from school and I'm home bored. He would leave work and straight away come home just to see me, because he didn't want to see me bored. Can you even understand that? That would make me feel like I'm on top of everyone, you know? Sometimes he would be at my uncle's place. I come back from school and he's there. Like he was always there. You know what I'm talking about? Someone who is always there for you. So whenever I needed him, I would never say he was never around. No, he was always there. So one day, I saw in his phone, I see some girl's pics. another girl's pic. So I was wondering, who is this? So I didn't ask him. I had to ask my uncle. My uncle was always straightforward. He's someone who is straightforward to me, because he knew him. He was his actually still now they are friends. I also don't have an issue with him. They are friends. I phoned them like before they were friends. Whatever he was doing, he knew. My uncle knew. So I asked my uncle, who is this babe I normally see in, I won't say his name, but let's say in his phone. So my uncle was like, that girl was his girlfriend in when he was in another state, like in another village. So now we're in the city. So he was like, that girl, that was the girlfriend when they were in the village. So I was like, okay, are they still communicating? Then my uncle lied to me. He was like, no, they are not. That guy loves you, blah blah. I was like, okay, you want to be like, okay, I'm the one on top, but it was not the truth. So one day I confronted him, asked him like what was all about that, because I wanted to know the truth about everything. Then he told me, this is the girl that one time I went to visit a friend and I saw this girl. She was so beautiful. You know how I felt. My heart was about to burst. So I was like, okay, go ahead. They started dating with that girl because the girl was in high school and this guy was at the university. So they started dating. This girl was young. Trust me, she was young, because if I was young and she was below me, totally below, I was like, what? Then I told my friend about the situation. My friend was like, just give it time, don't rush into concluding. And I was like, the way this guy talks, it's like he is totally into the other girl. I'm just here like someone who is waiting for something that will never mature. Like, my friend was like, just be patient, you never know what the future will bring us. Like, okay, we stayed in a relationship with that guy, well knowing, actually the truth is that when he told me about that girl, I knew there's something going on. So I had to just keep my head up, like maybe things will turn around, but they didn't. Things went on and that girl had to come to the city as well. When she came to the city, I knew, because the guy told me that the babe came to the city. So all the time I was getting before changed to the other girl's time. Oh wait, I didn't bring my brush. I'm back. So the time I was getting started being divided into two. So I started hating everything until one day, I remember it was Easter day. I was at home, I got a phone call. I was like, okay, my boyfriend is calling me. So the phone call was, he called me and told me, hi Michelle, and I was like, yes. He was like, you know what, we need to end this concept. And I was like, end what? Because I didn't know what to say. I was like, end what? He was like, we really need to end this relationship. I remember that day I was so sick and he knew I was sick. It was Easter, I was totally sick. So he had the guts to call me and was like, we need to end all this. He was open. I felt, that was the first time actually, I felt as though the world was ending, but it was not. I felt bad. I cried. So in the evening, I was still there. I saw him coming, and I was like, what is this guy doing here? Like, seriously. So he came to me, and he was like, you know what, I'm sorry about earlier, but trust me, it was not me. Like, yeah, it was me who called, but they forced me to. And I was like, who forced you to call? He was like, the other babe told me to call and put you in loudspeaker. And she was like, I need to tell you that we should end things like where they were, because he had also told her about me. So my question was, if you say you want me in your life and you also want her in your life, if I ask you today to call her and tell her you don't want her, will you? Because that's when I knew maybe I was, even actually, apart from breaking my heart, I also knew I was the side chick, you know? So I was like, if I tell you today to call her and tell her that you want to be with me, will you do that? And he was like, I just can't. And I was like, that's because you don't love me, it's her you love. Then he was like, no, I want you both. I was like, what the heck is going on here? Are we being kids? So I was like, since you already gave me a call, we should surely end things here. Because to me, I'm this kind of person who accepts defeat. When things have gone wrong, I just quit. Because I know God always has another way. So I just felt like this, he was not mine, and he will never be mine, since he had the guts to call me and tell me that we should end things. And that was because he wanted to show his girlfriend that I was just someone there for him, not someone he loved. So I told him, since you can't do the same for me, I think we should end things here. Because as I was telling him, and he saw I was in pain, I was telling him everything as I was crying. But at the moment, I didn't mind, because I knew things had already things were bad at the moment. So there was nothing else to bring back. That time I was in tears. So my auntie came and phoned me crying, and she knew about our relationship actually. So the guy knelt down, and I was like, even if you kneel down, because he was also in tears, like seriously. He cried and was like, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. And I told him, what happened happened. There was a time we were happy, but now all that time is gone. Just make your girl happy. But as I was saying, that truly, if you're a girl, you know what it means to give up on someone, because you know, even if you do what, they will never be yours. So I had to give up, because even if I was like, let's stay doing this, you coming to me, then going to her, it was never going to work for me. Like, really, it was never going to work, because we are going to stay in the kind of relationship where you find when he's with you, he doesn't want the girlfriend to know. You are just hiding. It was like I would be the side chick, like he's cheating on his girlfriend with me. That would be weird. So I knew I had to know my worth and let go. Though sometimes we let go and love people, but I really loved him, but I had to let go, you know. I know if my mom sees this, she's going to be like, what? Because actually, I don't normally talk about my past relationships with anyone. So today I decided, like, why not make a video about it, and if anyone lands on it, if anyone I know, they will know I was heartbroken at that moment. So if any guy ever does something like that to you, babes, calling you, and then he turns out to say, I was just forced to. Don't listen to that trash. No, that's trash. So if you had the guts to pick up your phone, dial my number, and then contact me already, that's one thing messed up, you know. It's already messed up. If you mess up like that, don't bother thinking I'll be like, okay, it was a mistake, let's continue. But I think that was the first time I was heartbroken, and I quickly had to let go because I didn't want to get more hurt. I just had to quickly let go of everything. Guys, it was hard because truly what I can say is that we had our time, we had our moments together, but as you know, it wouldn't last, and I had to quit that relationship and move on. Right now, I'm happily married. Like really, I'm happy. Whatever comes my way, I have to handle it, because right now I don't want to be like I'm the side chick. That would be the worst, because I've experienced that. I know how it feels like. I was heartbroken, and at the same time I found out I was the side chick. Guys, you don't know how it feels like to be the side chick, because this guy wouldn't quit his relationship just to be with me. So he was ready to quit me just to be in his relationship. That means I was never the one for him. Though right now, if I meet him, we do talk, because sometimes when I see my uncle, they're always together, so we talk just as friends. I don't have any issue with him, because he's a friend to my uncle, so I wouldn't be like, you know what, that friend of yours, just leave him, let him be. No, I found them together. I don't know where they came from to be friends, but it was my turn to let go. Babes, just when it's time to let go, just accept and let go. Because if you don't, you'll just get hurt the more. To me, I had to let go, not just because I didn't love someone, just because it was the right thing to do. I just knew my worth, so I just had to let go. You know. I think that was my story for today. Yeah, that's how I was heartbroken. That's how all things had to go down. I just had to quit, because him coming back saying blah blah, I was like, no, I'm not. I think I know my worth. Like, if it ever comes to that point when you feel like you need to choose between love and your worth, please choose your worth, because all the time you need to know your worth. It's always better to know what you're worthy. So I had to choose, and I think I chose right, instead of losing a friend, because we didn't talk again, but still I think if we had continued in that kind of relationship, like me being there, like, and the other girl being there, we all knew we were there, it would be because actually he was trying to hide me, like I was the side chick, so to me I would be in the dark forever, then the other chick would be the main chick forever. What's this? So that was it for today. Now I'm going to arrange my hair. See you in my next video. If you like this video, please give it some thumbs up, comment below your experience, what you think about mine. What would you do if it had ever happened to you? Like, what would you do? I know sometimes we all have moments when we feel like we are in love, but what would you do? See you. Love you. Let me go and work upon my hair. See you in my next video. Bye bye.